NRHA President Dr. Ray Christensen has named Terry Hill as this year's recipient of the President's Award. Dr. Christensen had this to say about Terry. Terry Hill grew up in tiny Tok, Alaska. Great parenting, a small isolated frontier community, and rural values were formative for Terry and have shaped his career. Terry is an Army veteran earning the Bronze Star, Air Combat Medal, and 3 other awards in the service of his country during the tumultuous Vietnam War. The concerns and needs of our veterans will always be etched on his work. His education beyond Tok was supplemented with a BA from the University of Minnesota in History and Journalism, as well as a Master's of Public Administration from Shippensburg University in Pennsylvania, and a mini MBA for nonprofit leaders from Harvard Business School. I have known Terry since the early 80s and maybe before. We met as he staffed the formation of the Northeast Minnesota, Northwest Wisconsin trauma system. Terry was tenacious and kept us on track, developing the first solid regional EMS system in Minnesota with impressive coordination and collaboration between services and providers, getting beyond the basketball mentality of our rural communities and counties. He is the founding executive director of the Northern Lakes Healthcare Consortium, subsequently the Minnesota Center for Rural Health, and the current National Rural Health Resource Center. His current role at the center is as Senior Advisor for Rural Health Leadership and Policy, while serving as Executive Director for Rural Health Innovations, LLC. Dr. Christensen continues, I have been privileged to be a sometimes passenger on his innovative journey through grants, policy, testifying, leadership, organization, visioning, creating, publishing, assisting, helping, and doing whatever it takes to make high-quality rural health care successful and available for rural America. His professional voice and touch on rural health grew from his beloved Duluth to regional, statewide, and national platforms. In addition, he has been a generous mentor to many, including me and a devoted husband, dad, and grandfather. Former NRHA President Denny Barron says, Terry is one of the wonderful people who entered my life more than 20 years ago. He cares passionately about his fellow man. Most of all, he is someone who invites and then listens to the thoughts and opinions of others. What a blessing he has been to rural America. Researcher Ira Moscovice remarks, it was clear that Terry had a bigger vision for rural health and rural communities, and his ideas have been fulfilled through the National Rural Health Resource Center. It has been my pleasure to work with Terry and his colleagues at the center. Any conversation with Terry is a refreshing lifeline, says co-worker Arlene Anderson. He never fails to inspire me to be mindful of life's larger tapestry. Sally Buck adds, Terry has been my mentor in rural health for 20 years, and I feel I had the best leader and visionary to learn from. Please join NRHA President Ray Christensen in acknowledging and thanking Terry Hill for his exemplary leadership and dedication to quality rural health care for America.